When I built a small wooden house for my dog in the backyard, I thought nothing of it. It wasn't some huge structure, just a neat weatherproof doghouse with insulation, a raised floor, and shade from the oak tree. My golden retriever Max loved it. On warm afternoons, he'd nap inside with his head hanging out the door. Apparently, that bothered one person. My HOA neighbor, the one everyone quietly referred to as Karen, knocked on my door one afternoon holding a printed copy of the neighborhood guidelines. According to her, structures not approved by the HOA weren't allowed in visible areas of the yard. I explained that the doghouse sat completely inside my fenced backyard and wasn't visible from the street. She didn't care. She demanded I remove it within a week or she'd report it. I politely told her I wasn't planning to tear down my dog's house. 3 days later, animal control showed up. At first I was confused, but the officer explained they had received a complaint claiming I was keeping a dog outside without proper shelter. I walked him to the backyard. The officer looked at the doghouse, then at Max, then back at the doghouse. He actually laughed. The shelter had ventilation, insulation, and a raised base to keep it dry, better than many they usually see. Honestly, he said, this is one of the nicest setups we get called out to. He took a few photos for the report and thanked me for taking good care of the dog. Case closed. Or so I thought. As he was leaving, he asked which neighbor had made the complaint. When I pointed to the house next door, he paused for a moment. Then he said something interesting. Apparently that same neighbor had multiple complaints filed against her regarding neglected outdoor cats she fed but didn't properly care for. Animal control decided to follow up. An hour later, the officer was knocking on her door. Within a week, she received a notice about properly managing and registering the animals on her property. My dog's house stayed exactly where it was, and strangely enough, I never heard another complaint from her again.